In the headlines, the launch of Cần Thơ City's Month of the Youth 2022 with the theme entitled Creative Youth for the Developing Cần Thơ City. Cần Thơ City's military command visited and offered congratulations to medical employees and physicians at hospitals and medical units in the city on the occasion of the 67th Vietnam Physicians Day. Cần Thơ City's People's Committee publicizes the implementation of the non-stop beauty tone collection as directed by the government. Hello, it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today with a theme entitled Creative Youth for the Developing Cần Thơ City. Cần Thơ City's Month of the Youth 2022 was launched on February 27th morning at the square in front of the headquarters of Bình Thủy Urban District Party Committee, Ngân Thuận Residential Zone in Bình Thủy Urban District. Attending the launch was Vice Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, come Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường, members of the Permanent Board, leaders of the People's Council, People's Committee, Vietnam Father and French Committee of Cần Thơ City, and sectors and units of the city. At the launch, supporting units presented the symbols of projects of celebrating the Congress of the Youth Union at all levels in 2022-2027 term in an advance to the 11th Congress of Cần Thơ City's Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union 2022-2027 term. Cần Thơ City's Month of the Youth 2022 takes place from now to late March and has content such as propaganda education on the glorious traditions of the youth, Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, and history of Cần Thơ City's Youth Union. Activities are promoting the youth's creative voluntary spirit for the community, accompanying the youth in starting up the business and integrated into the world, taking care and supporting teenagers and children, building strong youth union. Of these activities, apart from city-level projects, each youth union of districts and subordinated youth unions performs at least one youth's work. On the occasion of the 67th Physicians Day, February 27, 1955, February 27, 2022, Cần Thơ City's military command visited and offered congratulations to medical employees and physicians at hospitals and medical units in the city. Colonel Trần Quốc Khởi, Deputy Commissioner of the city's military command, extended health wishes to physical employees of hospitals and medical units in the city and thanked them for their contribution to the development of the city's medical sector and people's healthcare task. Also, he highly valued the cooperation between the city's military command and medical units, especially in the COVID-19 control task and health checks for military service, hoping for a closer and closer combination, contributing to improving the examination treatment task and people's health care. On February 26 morning, at Vườn Mận or the Plum Garden Base Cultural Historical Relic Zone in Long Tuyền Ward, Bình Thủy Urban District, the Traditional Liaison Board of the Special Task Force of Cần Thơ City organized the annual traditional gathering. 70 delegates who are members of the liaison board, representatives of war matters and families raising special task soldiers were in participation. After respectfully lighting incense in commemoration of heroes and war martyrs sacrificing in the 1968 Spring General Offensive and Uprising, delegates recalled the indomitable and resilient traditions of people and soldiers of Cần Thơ City in the resistance war for national salvation and joined the talk to share opinions relating to building and developing movements of the War Veterans Association, looking after families of members, organizing many meaningful activities in celebration of the Congress of War Veterans Associations at all levels. On this occasion, the Traditional Liaison Board of the Special Task War Veterans of the city put the two-goat list of heroes and war martyrs sacrificing in the 1968 Spring General Offensive and Uprising into the relic and commemoration house. In other news, Cần Thơ City People's Committee had just sent the official letter to relevant units to publicize the implementation of the non-stop beauty tone collection as directed by the government. Accordingly, Cần Thơ City People's Committee assigns the Director of the Transport Department to be in charge and combined with related units to post identification cards on all vehicles managed by the unit and mobilize public and civil servants laborers to take the lead in posting the identification cards on individual vehicles via ETC toll collection service. Manual collection will be stopped from June 1st as directed by the government. The IC3 Intersection from Cần Thơ Bridge to the inner Cần Thơ city runs through Quang Trung Street and connects traffic with southwestern provinces and cities. However, having been exploited for many years, the street service is degraded and inundated by tide. To both ensure safety for traffic and overcome the inundation, the management board of the project number 8 under the Directorate for the Road of Vietnam has just started the project of upgrading the IC3 intersection in front of Go Cần Thơ supermarket at a total investment capital of more than 24 billion Vietnam dong. As designed, the project maintains its current state while raising the surface to 50 cm higher than the current level and upgrading the system of sewers and involving infrastructure works. The project will be completed in 120 days from the starting date. Cần Thơ City's Culture, Sports and Tourism Department revealed that Cần Thơ City's People's Committee has approved the project of developing ecotourism in Cần Thơ City in 2021-2025 phase with vision to 2030, with Cần Thơ City's Culture, Sports and Tourism Department as the heading unit. Specifically, striving to 2025, at least 50% of ecotourism sites in Cần Thơ City will be digitalized, 100% of ecotourism destinations to be introduced, advertised, 70% of human force of the ecotourism to be vocationally trained. With these set goals, the Culture, Sports and Tourism Department aims to attract around 1.3 million arrivals to ecotourism sites and get a revenue of roughly 910 billion Vietnam dong and 2.4 million arrivals and 1,920 billion Vietnam dong by 2030 respectively.
Ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak in the past 2 years has caused the tourism industry to have multiple times, mostly during the fall infection wave in 2021. Operations of tourism business at times were little to none. Entering the first month of 2022, when the pandemic is under control, tourism businesses of Cần Thơ City are returning and hoping for a more robust year.
According to the representative of Hồng Hiếu Tourism Commercial Service One-Member Limited Liability Company, or Hills Tour, most of the tourists now travel in small groups of 10 to 12 people. The unit has proactively prepared for this by promoting the tours that welcome tourists from the northern and central region at Cần Thơ International Airport and take them on tour around Cần Thơ City and the Mekong Delta provinces. Hill Tour is particularly expecting the reopening of flight routes to welcome international visitors to Vietnam, including to Cần Thơ City.
We are connecting with partners in Cambodia, Thailand, and Singapore to implement caravan tours that bring Cambodian, Thai, and Singaporean tourists to Cần Thơ through the border gate in Hà Tiên and Châu Đốc more frequently before tapping into the European market.
Being aware of the current trend of avoiding direct contact, I do Commercial Tourism and Events Limited Liability Company in Cần Thơ focus on promoting their products and services at the departure and arrival points, primarily on the website and social media. At the same time, they carried out well safety solutions and bring guests the best travel experience. Along with reactivating tourism activities in the new normal, according to most tourism business in Cần Thơ City, the establishment of the Union of Mekong Delta Travel Associations under the Mekong Delta Tourism Association is the initiation of the development of regional tourism activities and the promotion of the fluvial region of Mekong.
We have mapped out staff and development orientation for the union. We shall collaborate in promotional activities to ensure synchronization and cost effectiveness while avoiding overlapping.
With such efforts, tourism businesses of Cần Thơ City expect prompt recovery to further contribute to developing tourism into a spearhead industry of the fluvial southwestern capital.
And now, as usual, before moving to the close, let's take a quick look at the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continuous. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website kanthtv.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.